So what was Event 201? It's really fascinating. In October 2019, the Johns Hopkins University pulled together the United Nations, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the head of UPS, Marriott Hotels, Lufthansa, and people from all over the world to run a simulation of a pandemic, but not any old pandemic. Johns Hopkins University came up with a scenario to test these business and political leaders, and it was a coronavirus outbreak.
It began in healthy-looking pigs, months, perhaps years ago. A new coronavirus spread silently within herds. Gradually, farmers started getting sick. Infected people got a respiratory illness with symptoms ranging from mild flu-like signs to severe pneumonia. The sickest required intensive care. Many died. Experts agree, unless it is quickly controlled, it could lead to a severe pandemic, an outbreak that circles the globe and affects people everywhere.
They recorded the event and their reactions and the ideas from these heads of industry and political groups, and they failed. As the scenario ran, they realized that 65 million people in the world were going to die from a global pandemic. You can see and hear the panic in their voices as they're trying to react to these terrible events.
We could be looking at double the number of cases in 1 week and 16 times as many in a month if we are not able to stop the spread. That would be on the order of 500,000 cases, and it would continue to rise exponentially. In 3 months, we could be approaching 10 million cases.
We're at the start of what's looking like it will be a severe pandemic. And there are problems emerging that can only be solved by global business and governments working together.
So, of course, the question is, why did they do it, and how real is it?
Through his foundation, Bill Gates has helped to fight AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria. Well, today at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, he announced that his project called CEPI, or the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, has $460 million. He sat down with CBS News to talk about how that money will go to preparing for the next great epidemic.
The idea is to take a new way of building vaccines that could let us develop in less than a year a novel vaccine. They're called DNA RNA vaccines, and so we'll fund a few projects to build specific vaccines, but not only will we get that, we'll prove out that these platforms can work, we'll understand the regulatory issues, and it gives us a chance of being able to respond in time when the next epidemic hits.
Of course, the irony of hosting a pandemic simulation, Event 201, has not passed by the Johns Hopkins University, and they've issued this statement. In October 2019, the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security hosted a simulation, calling it Event 201, with partners from the UN, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and leaders of industry. For the scenario, we modeled a fictional coronavirus. We are not predicting that the current coronavirus will kill the 65 million people that died in our simulation. Our tabletop discussion was with a fictional virus. Very interesting.